my thing is this is a new era, and the voters these days have a different mentality altogether. I believe the level of floating voters, or the number of floating voters in every region have increased a lot, and people are discerning enough these days to vote based on issues. I can see some. In fact, after the whole coverage, according to Joy News, I could see some staunch NPP zones flipping to NDC. I could see some staunch NDC zones also flipping to NPP. So it only tells us that people these days vote based on issues. They are not as traditional as we've been made to believe as it is. But in all fairness, being fair to the NPP, I would say they did a good job. They ran a very, very good campaign. The level of campaign that they did run during the 2024 elections is probably will go down in history as one of, if I'm not at the back end of it to see the financial bit of it, but Charlie, being in media and knowing how these things goes, I think is one of the most expensive campaigns ever. Some of the regions that I went to, I could see them having people doing pop-up stands and all that in shopping centers, in the marketplaces, on roundabouts, different parts of the country that I saw their team there. They did massive. They did a massive campaign. However, like I said, they were destined to lose this election due to several factors. And I'm sure you've heard it through and through after the elections on several platforms. Own goals are not more and I know a dose too much. They were scoring too many own goals. In fact, the only brilliant thing that happened during the campaign was they were able to brainwash the country to, as it is, move Bawumia from his economic background or his econs class, and they transferred him successfully to the IT class. Yes, they were able to do that. I don't know the headmaster who sanctioned this for it to happen, but Omu moved on successfully, because in the latter days of the campaign, you realize that people were not even engaging Bawumia on issues of the economy, of which that was the main reason why he entered into politics and stood as the running mate for the 2016 election with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo brought him in and told us that this is the whiskey, this is the guy. You understand? In all fairness too, let me just give Bawumia his props that he by far is the most popular vice president we've ever had. By far. The most popular vice president we've ever had. Now, his popularity from 2012, right? You remember right after the elections, the pink sheet issue, you and I were not there. That was when Bawumia shot to fame. Obejams, Charlie, be like some guy be there somewhere. So seeing him on the podium with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016, Charlie, it was something, Charlie, be like that. This guy, be solid guy. Why be say they can't spoil there? And prior to that, you remember that he was doing a lot of lectures. Charlie, go lecture, UPSC. Charlie, we're going to arrest the dollar. And lo and behold, you realize that right after winning the 2016 elections, the dollar was stable, small, make some ways. Hey, yaji. There no dollar there, are they on pen no? You know they like said on pay the dollar in on pay fans. If you do know, it go vex. You and boom, you get it. So successfully, he was able to. He realized that they really messed up. And when I say they, I'm talking about the NPP. They really messed up when it comes to issues of the economy. There are other sectors in the country where they equally messed up. Now, zoning into the entertainment sector, and I'm sure that is where most of our listeners will want to, listen to a couple of things. Now, I quite remember the excitement during when our own Marco Krekumante was, last year pointing and said, he's going to be somebody in the NPP government who is going to, steer the affairs of the creative arts. We're so excited, right? But latter days again, promise, and it's politics. I think Honorable Marco Krekumante will take a big cue from this. Obefa a big lesson from this, that it's politics. And sometimes your own team members will push you to say some stuff. Now, for them to get the glory, and then they'll sweep you under the bus when the time is or day of recall is near. See, Honorable sat on Love FM in Kumasi. with all the vim and vigor. Hey, we are going to complete these amphitheaters within, I say 2 months on, because he told us that they were all prefabricated. The funds are there. Lo and behold, Patriotic 14th, right? Go and see. And we live in an era where the phone that you're holding right now, do you know the number of cameras that are on the phone? I mean, low spec in pool. Let's go the low spec smartphones. Safe. 3 cameras. What am I trying to say? Everything these days are documented in real time and in real life. Like, people see them across the length and breadth of this country in real time. So he wasn't fortunate enough. Same youth in the north, same youth in the south, east and west. They saw what Honorable Marco Krekumante said. Now, I'll not attribute the defeat of the NPP to that, just that. But I'm just saying that in the entertainment sector, well, me marke omo, metima marke omo, well over 50, in all fairness. Because the year of return and the whole shenanigans, and I'll give them that props. But then, promises from our very own president, aka Kim Promise, at a point. Ekoba say they pushed our honorable Marco Krekumante to say some stuff that may sure say Onwan Kasano will hope and believe that they had everything under control. So he lost his seat, right? So I could contest it. One primacy no enya. Now wow. Chairman, if you're listening to me this morning, good morning, and I think you've Wafa BBF from he's matured enough to understand some of these things. It's politics, I think, because I'm not sure Krekumante in his own capacity and his own power would want to sit on a big platform like Love FM and make this type of proclamation saying, we have the funds, everything, BBI already intact. No. The information is definitely coming from somewhere. Obi insekrem. But then we live, we learn. So, congratulations going out to the NDC and to the NDC that I know they have lots of people who are interested in the creative sector. I think they also did a massive campaign with respect to the creative sector. I think the only downside that happened was Abeku Santana's comment on the digital platform. And no pay, but then the country vexed so much that they were not even looking at that. If it was a keenly contested election, where the NPP had performed so well, may assure say some of these small incidents could have sparked, a bit to vote, to one way or skew it to one way or the other. But anyway, congratulations to the NDC. We're back on a Saturday. My name is DJ Slim. This is my piece. We're back on a Saturday to digest some of the issues that are involved away election 2024, especially zoning in to the entertainment side. But before we jump into it, we're doing our